Welcome to May. It's always a good start to the month when you can watch a video about the best indie games coming out. So let's get stuck into those coming out this month. First up is turn-based strategy game Bonaparte, a Mechanised Revolution. Set in an alternate historical France, you take on the role of Celine or Caesar Bonaparte. Your goal is to defend, reform or oppose the monarchy and write your own history by combining political machinations with tactical skill. The game has been described as a mix of Crusader Kings and Civilization, with turn-based battles taking place on hex-based battlefields. You build up your army, taking advantage of the mighty colossi who can help turn the tide. But military might is not enough on its own, so you must also navigate the political situation, forming alliances and fighting off various historical figures. It's an intriguing prospect, and the alt history France is a unique setting. Bonaparte, a Mechanised Revolution marches onto Steam Early Access, May 21st. Next we have Empyreal, an action RPG looking to combine fast action-packed combat with a random loot system. You are part of an expedition that arrives on a hitherto unexplored planet to find a colossal monolith built by a lost civilization. Most of the expedition is ill-equipped to unearth the secrets within said monolith, so it's up to you, an elite mercenary, to face off against the dangers inside. You can pick from one of 3 weapon archetypes, each having their own unique playstyles. Combat consists of a mix of RPG systems and skill-based combat, which relies on parries, deflections, and well-timed attacks. To help you in your journey, you can find powerful new equipment and upgrade abilities. The gameplay loop consists of setting out from your camp into the various levels of the monolith. These levels are handcrafted, but you'll want to run them multiple times in order to get the best loot. To avoid this becoming boring, there are various catagrams you can find that will alter the types of enemies you can fight and the type of elemental weaknesses that might have, the type of loot you can find, and how many lives you have. In terms of touchstones, the hub and exploration system feels a bit like Destiny, with combat taking inspiration from Dark Souls. I played the demo a few months back and found combat to be fairly fun. Levels were well designed with secrets hidden away, and boss fights were varied. Empyreal comes to PC, PlayStation 5 and the Xbox series of consoles, May 8th. Ever fancied solving crimes while serving people cocktails? Well, in Best Served Cold, you can. Set in an alternate history Europe, you work as the bartender in the Nightcap, the last speakeasy in town. One day, a detective walks into the bar and tells you that he wants you to help him catch a murderer who has been targeting people leaving the speakeasy, or he will shut the Nightcap down. Over the course of 5 cases, you must serve patrons with the correct drinks in order to get them to spill their secrets and help you uncover who the murderer is. There are 22 characters to get to know over the course of the game, and it's up to you to work out who you can trust and who will stab you in the back. Best Served Cold comes to all the consoles and PC, May 5th. Next is the Precinct, a kind of reverse Grand Theft Auto. Instead of going around committing crimes, you are tasked with stopping them. Set in the city of Avernmo in 1983, life is not easy as gangs rule the streets, and as Officer Nick Cordell Jr., a rookie fresh out of the academy, you are on the front line of defence. A love letter to classic cop movies, the Precinct combines police sim with action sandbox. Patrol the streets responding to call-outs, take part in thrilling chases and shootouts, and feel the shifting of power struggles in the living city. Alongside all of this, you must uncover the mystery around the death of your father. It's unusual for a game like this to cast you in the role of a lowly beat cop, and I do like the aesthetic, which is a mix of 80s nostalgia and neo-noir. The Precinct arrives on PC, PlayStation 5 and the Xbox series of consoles, May 13th. The Horror at Highrook is a narrative RPG that plays a bit like a board game. As the player, you are tasked with exploring the Highrook, a haunted mansion home to the Acheron family, a noble house fallen into disrepute. There are rumours of dark pacts and shadowy rituals as the Acherons have now vanished. At the request of the city council, a team of occult investigators have arrived to try to find out what has happened. It is up to you to use the abilities of the team to uncover the various secrets of the manor. To do so, you combine characters, items and locations to craft tools, potions and occult rites. This crafting system is what drives the discovery as you venture deeper into the mansion. The gothic horror motif is appealing to me, and during the demo I had fun discovering the various combinations that would allow me to progress. The writing did a good job of giving life and depth to the world, and it's another unusual game, one that I hope finds success. The horror at Highrook comes to PC May 1st. Despelote is a football game about people. Playing as 8-year-old boy Julian, you dribble, pass and shoot your football around the town of Quito in Ecuador, seeing what happens when you kick the ball someone's way. As you play, time will progress and the town will change as Ecuador get closer to qualifying for the World Cup. It's a bittersweet adventure and semi-autobiographical tale of youth, with a unique art style and way to interact with the world. It's the kind of title that is only possible within the indie space, and I very much look forward to playing it. Despelote kicks its way onto all the consoles and PC May 1st. Next up is Trident's Tale, an epic action-packed adventure which feels like a bit of a throwback. You don't really get character action games nowadays, so it is refreshing to see someone set out to make one in 2025. As a bold young captain, you are on a quest to reclaim the legendary Storm Trident, a mythical artifact granting power over the sea. Using your ship, you explore the world, taking part in dynamic naval battles. Build out your crew and upgrade your ship to better survive the perils of the world. Discover diverse islands with dungeons to venture into where you will use blades, magic, firearms and special abilities to take on thrilling boss battles. It all looks like a lot of fun that is matched by a colourful and cartoonish art style that makes the game stand out. Trident's Tale swashbuckles its way onto all the consoles and PC May 22nd. Our next title comes from the minds behind Lost in Random, a criminally underrated game that I have a lot of time for despite its flaws. They have formed new studio Moonhood, and their first game is dark adventure The Midnight Walk, playable in both VR and on a flat screen. Befriending a lost lantern creature that can light your way through the world, you have to outsmart monsters as you experience 5 tales of fire and darkness. The art looks amazing, with everything being sculpted in clay and then 3D scanned to a meticulous level of detail. It follows the style of Lost in Random and has clearly been inspired by the work of Tim Burton. Part of me wants to play the game just to experience the art. The Midnight Walk comes to PC, PSVR 2 and PlayStation 5 May 8th. The premise for our penultimate game is fairly neat. What if you were a humble NPC fisherman living in an MMO who, through a twist of fate, found themselves as the lone saviour of the world after all the MMO players disappeared? Unlike a lot of RPGs where you would transition from lowly fisherman to sword-wielding death machine, Nice Day for Fishing keeps you as a fisherman. You set off across the world of Azerim to defeat the vile forces threatening the land using fishing. Catch fish to unlock magic spells and upgrade your abilities, find resources to rebuild the town of Honeywood, and prove yourself worthy to the mighty fishing god by completing your fishing collection in each area. It's a very fun premise for an RPG, and will no doubt lead to some unusual gameplay elements and a whole heap of fun. Nice Day for Fishing casts onto Nintendo Switch, PC and PlayStation 5 May 29th. Finally for May, we have my pick of the month, Monster Train 2, a sequel to one of my favourite deck building roguelikes. With this follow-up, developer Shiny Shoe look to build on the mechanics of Monster Train, which sees you guide a train through hell, fighting off monsters as they board the train and make their way up its 3 floors. If they manage to make it to the train's heart and destroy it, the run is over. Unlike other deck building roguelikes, you play units to fight off the incursions. These units can be upgraded and have their abilities enhanced by the cards you play from your deck. Alongside the usual of new clans to play as, new enemy factions to fight against, new modes, including an endless mode, and cards, Monster Train 2 appears to be placing more of a focus on storytelling through the roguelike mode. I'm unsure if this is something I'm interested in, but I can always ignore it and focus on the deck building goodness. I'm very excited to see a Monster Train sequel, and I can't wait to play Monster Train 2 when it hits all the consoles and PC May 21st. That's May all wrapped up. I hope there are some games in this list that you are interested in. Let me know in the comments below of your favourites and any you think I might have missed. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please click the like button and maybe subscribe. I'm looking to hit 1,000 subscribers, so any subscription would be greatly appreciated, and it's free. Whilst you're here, why not check out some of my other videos linked on the screen. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.